Hello everyone and welcome to this episode. In this episode, we have our past district governor, Jeetendra Aneja. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Sanjay. Good to be here sitting across you.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure that you're going to help our leaders create impact. And sir, you have been known to be very good at following processes and helping in compliance. Can you tell our future leaders why that's so important?
So first of all, Sanjay, I have known you for many years, and being a strategic expert, few things we picked up working together on the system, and you have been my trainer. I have always believed in the idea of Rotary. Rotary brings with it such kind of pedigree that it is upon the leaders to continue and maintain that standards with it. So what it brings, which organization, you tell me today, moots the idea of integrity among its members? Which is the organization today which is building and uniting people and building peace when the whole world in last 2 decades has been getting divided? So this brought in, when I got the responsibility to lead my district as a district governor, I thought it is my responsibility to continue this pedigree and build upon it, and rather than focusing on the end products, we will start focusing on the processes which will build the organization and leave some legacy and continue with whatever is created for next few years to come.
Fantastic. And that drives me to this point. How do you think vision plays out in the world of Rotary?
See, Sanjay, my firm belief is that in Rotary, we are all social leaders. Our role is giving directions, and our role is transformational. So, vision is looking beyond your years when you are there. Vision is creating an organization which will be more credible. Vision is creating processes which will help everybody in that environment of Rotary to flourish and grow and work and deliver.
So that takes me to one very nice thing that I remember of your year, where you emphasized partnership with corporates. Do you want to tell us something about how our current leaders can leverage that?
See, in fact, if you need everything at every step in Rotary, whatever you want to implement, you need money. And how many times in last years, when especially the Rotarians who have been there for 1 or 2 decades, they have been trying to raise funds. But I personally feel today the partnerships with CSR, the companies who are about to, or they are capable of giving or allocating funds for the CSR funds, is an opportunity for us to partner with them. And for that, what we tried to do was that most of the organizations and even the Rotary clubs, they go to the corporates with some projects. What we tried to do was that each corporate has its own philosophy and own focus areas which they want to align. And Rotary being such an organization, where from building peace, projects in building peace, to taking care of the mother and child, or whether it is water and sanitation, or working with the youth, or literacy, which is prime focus area in the in the country for the most of the CSR companies. So we thought that we train the clubs to work on these lines, take the projects, a bouquet of projects to CSR, and they can pick it up. And I'm sure it is showing results, because last year is substantial money in our district has been spent with the CSR funding, whether it was literacy or whether it was heart surgeries. Tremendous amount of work has been done with that.
Absolutely. And hey, leaders, you just heard Jeetendra Aneja say so much variety of projects in Rotary, go ahead, tap those CR funds, align them to the vision, align them to what they stand for as well, because in Rotary we have that entire width. I think that's a beautiful message.
In fact, we have 28,000 crores of rupees available from CSR. Many of the big corporates are spending on, the PSUs about 700, 800 crores. But I can say for certainty, the future of smaller CSR funds is with Rotary.
Awesome. Thank you. I think that's a wonderful message. Any last final closing words, especially bringing the CSR, the vision, the pedigree, and you're following the processes together?
When the times are changing, if you're talking of pedigree, whatever was started almost about 118 years ago is typically still relevant here because our ethos and principles have not changed. And I'm fortunate that we are in a country like India, whose ethos has virtually run parallel to what Rotary has been promoting. But what is changing is, with the changing time, the focus areas will change. Now, last year when we were starting, we thought that a country like India, the women are only contributing to almost only 18% to 16% to 18% of the GDP, whereas in most developed countries, it is to the tune of almost 48 to 50%. So how to bring it up? So when I started the year, I wanted to bring focus on the girl and women empowerment. We wanted to focus on the DEI, which is a new mantra that although in Rotary, we talk of diversity, but it's very difficult questions anybody has to ask inside how diverse we are. I'm pretty sure if somebody asks in front of the mirror, we might fail that test. So I was very clear, we have to drive women empowerment, we have to drive DEI. And other thing, as a leading an organization, I think the health of the organization is as good as the health of the people there. So I was very clear that this message of maintaining good health in Rotary has to go across every member. So then when we were discussing about the women empowerment, a lot of people were saying we can do this project, this project, this project. I said no. All these three issues which I mentioned require a change of mindset. Now, when you change a mindset, it doesn't happen overnight. So how do you do it? So instead of doing the projects, like I mentioned in the, we thought we will change the process, and we insisted that each club has a chairman for girl and women empowerment. Each club has a chairman for DEI. Each club has a chairman for yoga. I think personally, it's a cure for a lot of problems which the current health issues a lot of people are facing. So what I did was that you design a project and it runs past a DEI committee which can flag if there is an issue, if it is not as diverse as we wanted. And when you are changing the mindset that not only 1 year you do a project, when the whole club starts thinking towards that you have a chairperson who wants to focus on the girl empowerment, I think we are change makers. I always have said and said it many times, first change will happen in Rotary, then change you will see in the society, and then change you will see in the nation.
What a powerful closing words. Change yourself. That will lead to changing the society, which will eventually lead to changing the nation and, of course, world peace. And that's what Rotary stands for. Leaders, I'm sure you're going to benefit from what you heard from PDG Jeetendra Aneja. And thank you so much, sir, for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you, Sanjay. Always a pleasure to enter into some kind of stimulating brainstorming and conversations. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here with you this morning.
Thank you.